Dear learners, yesterday we have discussed about the history of information technology in libraries. Today we are going to discuss information technology and its components. These are the content part of today: introduction, information technology, information and communication technology, definition of IT and ICT, and various components of information technology. Introduction about information technology. Information technology has become an integral part of the modern world, with business and individuals depending on technology for their day-to-day operations. As you know, information technology is an essential field in today's library environment, encompassing a wide range of systems, applications, and services that enable the processing, storage, and communication of information. So it is essential to understand what are the core components of information technology to grasp how it supports various library functions and personal use. So this lecture will discuss the major components of information technology: hardware, software, data, human resources, telecommunication, networking, and it will explain the significance and interdependence. If you say information technology, when the term was originated, the term information technology was first used in the year 1958 by Harold J. Levitt and Thomas L. Whistler. They published an article in the Harvard Business Review where they mentioned the term information technology. Then you can see information technology is a set of related fields that encompass computer system, software, programming languages, data, information processing, storage, telecommunication, and humanware. These are the major essential components of information technology. If you discuss about the definition of information technology, we can say that the Encyclopedia Britannica defined information technology as, quote, using computers, storage, networking, and other physical devices, infrastructure, and processes to create, process, store, secure, and exchange all forms of electronic data, unquote. It is very clear from the definition that information technology means we are using the computer and the storage, networking, and other physical devices to process and create, exchange different type of data through electronically. Another very important definition which is given by UNESCO. UNESCO defined information technology as, quote, scientific, technological, and engineering disciplines and the management techniques used in information handling and processing information, their applications, computers, and their interaction with man and machine, and associated social, economic, and cultural matters. So we can conclude, we can say that according to UNESCO, information and communication technology are a diverse set of technological tools and resources used to transmit, store, create, share, and exchange the information. So it is clear from both definitions that information technology, where we are using different techniques, technologies to handle, to store, to create and to exchange information. Then if you come to the topic, components of information technology, different authors are given different type of explanation about different various components of information technology. After scanning various documents, I found that there are 4 major components you will find in the information technology. The first one is computer technology, and second one is the telecommunications technologies, data, and the human resources, humanware. These are the major components of information technology. So, IT involves a variety of technological applications that facilitate communication and information sharing among a large number of users. So, information technology encompasses computer hardware, software, telecommunication technologies, projection devices, digital cameras, LAN, WANs, DVDs, cell phones, satellite and fiber optics, various components will find there. And data and humanware are the other components of information technology. If you take the computer technologies, you will find majorly there are 2 things, one is hardware and software. So, in the case of hardware, we all know about what is hardware. Hardware components in information technology refer to the physical devices that form the foundation of computing systems, enabling data processing, storage and communication. The user generally interact with computers via input devices, and then that information, what information you interacted with computer, that will process in the central processing unit, and that will be storing in the memory unit. So, as far as hardware part is concerned, we can have 3 components, 3 main components. One is input-output devices, central processing unit and the memory unit. So, first of all, the user will interact with the computer through the input devices, and the input unit accepts the data from the user, and as the output unit provide the process data, or that is the information to the user. That is the process which are going on in the computer system. So, the input device convert the data it accept from the user into a form that is comprehensible by the computer. Similarly, the output unit provide the output in a form that is comprehensible by the user. Input is provided to the computer using input devices such as keyboard, trackball, mouse, scanners, etc. And the commonly used output devices, you can see it are the monitors and the printers. And the central processing unit, the CPU, often referred to as the brain of the computer, and that executes the instructions and perform the calculations. In the central processing unit, controls, coordinate and supervise the operations of the computer. It is responsible for processing the input data. Okay, so this is something about the hardware. And in the case of memory unit, it is also part of the hardware. Memory unit, we have in the two types of memories, random access memory RAM and the read-only memory ROM. So, RAM provides temporary storage for data and applications in use, while storage devices like hard drives, solid state drives, SSDs offer a long-term data storage. Random access memory and the read-only memory are the primary memories. And the secondary memory is a non-volatile and it is used for permanent storage of data and programs. So, we are having a lot of secondary memory devices like pen drives, DVDs. Now, we use our cloud system for storing the data of the computer. And if we are discussing about the software, okay, what is software? Software comprises a set of programs that provide instruction to a computer regarding the task to be executed. Software delineates how tasks are to be performed while hardware executes these tasks. And there are two types of software you will find. One is a system software and second one is a application software. In the system software, the system software manages the hardware components of a computer and provides a platform for running the application software. There are some examples of system software is the operating systems, device drives. So, operating systems like Microsoft Windows, Linux or other Mac operating systems, which manage the hardware resources and provide a user interface. Device drives, that also software that allows the operating system to communicate with the hardware devices. For example, the printer device or graphics cards, etc. This device drive will be communicating. Then application software is a software that performs a specific task for users and designed to help them accomplish a particular task. Okay. The next is the application software. Application software performs a specific task for users and is designed to help them to accomplish a particular goal. Say for example, the library softwares, what we are saying, the Koha, Ellipsis, Alice for Windows, Sol, etc. These are the softwares. This is specifically designed to perform the task of the library. So, it's an application software. And there are some graphic softwares also there. It is application like Adobe Photoshop, CorelDRAW. It is using for the image editing and the graphic design. It is also a specific type of application software. And you will find some other type of application software like web browsers, like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, that allow users to access the internet. This is also one sort of software. So, we discussed about the hardware and software part of computer system. Now, we are coming to the telecommunication and technologies, telecommunication technologies. So, how this telecommunication technology working? Or what are different components we are using in the telecommunication technology? Before going to the components, first let us see what is telecommunication. Telecommunication is a transmission of data through telecommunication system by use of conducted medium or wireless electromagnetic waves. Means we are transforming or transmitting the data from one place to other place through different mediums like wired or wireless. One of the most important means of transporting information is by converting the information into electrical signals and transmitting this over a distance. That is a telecommunication system. Then, if you are discussing about the various components of telecommunication system, you will find any system, any telecommunication or any communication system is required a center. that is the transmitter of message. It may be a person or it may be a machine. If you have a person or if you have a machine to send the data, so you need a message or you need a data. Data or message, it will be in the form of a file, it may be in the form of a request, it may be in the form of a response or a correspondence. Whatever it may be, if you want to send a data, if you want to communicate, you need a message or you need a data. And obviously, it is need a receiver. So those who are receiving it, that is maybe people, maybe computers or a terminal or a remote printer, whatever it may be, it is receiving it. They are the receiver, considered receiver. And if you want to sending the data, you need a medium. So messages are carried from sender to receiver. It's a medium. We have two types of medium. One is a conducted medium and another is a wireless medium. In conducted medium, we are using a twisted pair cable, coaxial cables, fiber optics. Okay, nowadays most of the networking purposes, because of the advantage of fiber optics cable, most of the cases now we are using the fiber optics, especially for the internet connections and all. And we can have the wireless medium like electromagnetic waves, radio frequency or light frequency, so that we can send the message from one place to other place. Okay, so these are the major components you will find in the telecommunication. If you say about if you are sending it, we need a network. Okay, so that process, a computer network, is an interconnection of two or more computers that are capable of exchanging information. Okay, if you are sending information from one place to one computer to other computer, we have in the network. Okay, so that network, that computer, that interconnection of one or two computers is calling as a network. This network can be locally, you can make a network. Within the city, you can have a network, or in a wide area, you can have a network. So accordingly, the nature of the size of the network, the transmission technology, and the networking topology, we are having three types of networks. One is known as local area network, LAN. Second one is a metropolitan area network, MAN, and the wide area network, that is known as a WAN. Okay, let us see each and every type of network. If you say about the local area network, LAN, it is indicating it is utilized, especially it is extensively utilized for the local communication. LAN connects computers in a limited area, such as a room or a lab or an office or a building, and maybe a small campus is spread up to a few kilometers. The computers in LAN are generally connected using cables, and LAN differ from other type of network as they share the network. LAN operates as speed of 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps and exhibits low latency. And you will find a LAN based on Wi-Fi wireless network technology is termed as wireless local area network, WLAN. And we have in the star, bus, ring and some other common LAN networking topologies we using in labs. Another type of network you will find in the metropolitan area network, MAN. Metropolitan area network, MAN, is a computer network that spans a city. A cable television network is an example of MAN, and the computers in a MAN are connected using coaxial or fiber optic cables. A MAN also interconnects several LANs spread across a city. And another, the wide area network, WAN, WAN. The WAN is a network that connects computers over long distances, such as cities, countries, and continents, and we can say worldwide. WAN utilizes public, leased or private communication links to span long distances. WANs employ telephone lines, satellite links and radio links for connectivity. The necessity to connect any number of computers at any number of sites results in WAN technologies differing from LAN technology due to this geographical area. And the internet is the best example of a WAN. So we discussed about the various networks which we are applying in libraries, LAN, MAN and WAN. Now if you want to provide LAN or WAN or MAN in a library setup, again we need some sort of a components there. Okay, that we are calling as a components of networking. Okay, the first one is the cables, then you have bridges, routers, modem, Ethernet, network interface card, hub, etc. Cables, as you know, we have to use some sort of a cable to connect, especially in the LAN, connecting one computer to other computers, like coaxial cables, twisted pair cables, fiber optic cables, etc. Bridges connect two networks in a way that make them appear to be a large network. That is, we are using the bridges. When there are several network segments with different protocols, a device is required that not only knows the address of each segment, but can also determine the best path for sending and filtering the data. So this function is performed by the device, which is known as routers. So this function is performed by the device that is called a router. And we having the modem. Modem means it's a modulator and demodulator. It's a device that modulates an analog signal. Modem, it's a modulator, demodulator. It's a device that modulates an analog carrier signal to encode digital information, and also demodulates such a carrier signal to decode the transmitter information. That means the modem is doing in converting the analog signal to digital and digital signal to analog. So modem is required for you have a network connection. Or interface, network interface card, it's another component which is required for networking. It's a device by means of which the workstations are connected functionally and physically to the network. We need another device that is known as a hub. Hub is a physical layer device that is used to interconnect the multiple nodes of a computer. Okay, so these are the major components of networking. The next component of information technology is data. Data is a core of IT. It is serving as a raw material that organizations collect, process, and analyze to derive valuable insights. So data can be different forms: structured data, unstructured data, or big data, etc. If we are speaking about the structured data, this type of data is organized in a fixed format, such as databases, making it easy to search, analyze, and manipulate. For example, library membership data or library membership information, it is stored in a database of a library. It's a structured data. Data of a book, data of a journals. These are the examples of structured data. And there are many data which is unstructured. Okay, this data lacks a defined structure and includes information like text documents, images, videos, and most probably you'll find in the social media post. So this unstructured data is more challenging to analyze because that is not in any structured format, but often holds a valuable insights. The information you may find in the social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and other ResearchGate, LinkedIn, etc. There are very valuable informations are available there. So that is analyzing that such a type of information. It is a challenge for a librarians. And you will also find the big data. Its name indicates this is a data of a large volume and high velocity and a wide variety of data. The concept of big data emerged to address the complexity of analyzing vast amounts of unstructured data from diverse sources. So, in the case of big data, which is having a large volume, high velocity and wide variety, and it is unstructured in nature, so it is very difficult to analyze. So, we need a data analytics. So, the information technology, we will also having the process of data analytics. That is a technique. We use machine learning and artificial intelligence to extract the meaningful pattern from the data. And it also using to add decision making process. And we can say data is a fundamental in IT system as it derives analysis, informs strategies and fuels applications. Proper data management practices ensure accuracy, security and accessibility, making data a critical resource for any organization. So, we see this data is a very important major component of information technology. The last component which we are going to discuss is the human resources. Sometimes in a computer language we will say humanware. So, what are the human resources? The human resources in ICT or IT, which refers to the individuals who design, develop, manage and use ICT systems and technologies. Those who are managing, those who are designing and those who are developing and even those who are using, all will come under the human resources components, the humanware components. So, we will find the IT professionals, those who are working there, IT administrators, we will find the IT professionals, IT administrators and the developers of the programs and data analysts and various scientists, those who are working in the computer field like system administrators and network engineers, cyber security experts and finally the end users. The end users represent those who interest with IT systems to accomplish some task, including employees, customers and the stakeholders. So, these are this group you will find in the human resources. Okay, thank you very much, dear learners. With these words, we wish to conclude today's lecture. The components of information technology. We will find the 4 components, that is computer system or computer technologies, telecommunication technology, data and the human resources or humanware. Okay, we will meet you the next class with another topic. Thank you. Take care.